trees are green and overhanging, featherlight free and everlasting.
You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Lil? Nope.
Look what the tide brought in.
Says the man without sunglasses. Suddenly his expression changes and he tilts his head. Jean Vicmar, no wig, no sunglasses.
You know, I've made up my mind. Your voice actor is just not cutting it. Your accent is real, but your line delivery is just not cutting it.
I want to call you a teapot, but I'm honestly kind of impressed. No idea where you got all that gear, but there's no doubt in my mind that some bad people are looking for it. Also, you look like a fucking idiot.
Man, you're just hating because I'm styling all over you.
Okay, fucking curly ass. What are they called? The nose and the glass. The fucking it's over. I failed.
Check failed.
Check failed.
Reaction speed.
The noses and the glasses. The fucking stupid thing he was wearing. I'm just gonna call him. You know, the Groucho Marx. Just trying to call him Groucho Marx.
Good job, Willie.
Whatever this is,
Thanks for
it
the
is
assist.
completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen.
You're like in the water with your hand extended out, and I'm like, high five! Good job.
This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
Wait, you're the man with sunglasses.
That's right. And you're some kind of murder machine.
I forgot all about this. There's a giant.
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
He points at you with both hands. Who points at people with like this, with both pointy fingers?
Weirdo losers
God.
that suck at line delivery.
Oh my God.
This dude's terrible.
The armor, no one else seems bothered by it.
Oh, really? If you don't seem bothered by it, that's because you're a cop in an exoskeleton.
Yeah, I'm a cop in a goddamn exoskeleton.
Actually, are you? Are you still a cop? There's so much disco going on, it's hard to tell.
You're breaking my balls, Jean.
3 people, 1 bullet.
Vic, calm down.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstam.
Ah.
I believe we've met on several occasions.
Hello, Trent.
I wasn't sure.
Nice to meet you.
Is that the same
Of course.
kid?
100%. Yes. Hello.
When I saw Heidelstein, I was like, is that Trent? In the previous story, I was like, okay. Guess he's part of the team.
Previous story?
He was talking about the police force coming, and they said there were 3 people.
That arrived with.
Yeah.
Yes. Correct.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
He says, gesturing toward his companion.
Special Consultant Trond Heidelstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
He points to the sea fort.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
He adds, suddenly regaining his confidence.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Way to feed me to the wolves.
No, King, you gotta have my back. Let's destroy them.
Destroy! Let's go. Hyper team combo finish.
KO.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
She says warmly, flashing the lieutenant the tiniest of smiles.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
What's this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
He makes air quotes.
No, Trant. It's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
He turns to you.
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
Every word pours out of his mouth like fucking sour diarrhea.
Shit, kid. What an interesting moniker.
Man,
Created by spoiled dairy.
shit kid, huh? What's a shit kid?
How do you know I was there?
You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
You never even told me I was not. You never told me you're not the horse-faced woman.
Point at her. So Trent Heidelstein turns out to be special consultant Trent Heidelstein.
Duped again. No one's who they say they are.
You mentioned a task force?
Where have you been all this time? It was a mercenary tribunal. That is a good question.
That
We'll
is
get
a
there.
very good question, yeah.
What's a shit, kid?
You. Shit kid, that's you.
Despite all that you've done, the deserter, the phasmid, the case,
Despite all that I've done,
No, because of all that you've done.
how'd you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
After all that Sylvie stuff, he betrays me?
I saved his establishment and he still betrays me?
Turn to face the general direction of the whirling and yell, "Damn you, cafeteria manager! You betrayed me for the last time!"
Speaking of which, the giant aerograffito in front of the building, the one that's burning. Did you do that?
It was this one junior delinquent.
Yeah, I lit it on fire. It was a poetic gesture.
Not that you'd understand. Look at your fucking stats.
I knew it. Didn't I tell you, Trant? I told you it was our shit kid.
The line is from Lu Jiatun's Mirova 82, isn't it? About girl-child communism, the titular returning character to ghost the apparition of...
He
Good
looked-
choice, Harry.
He looks around and noticing the impatience of his companions, he stops himself.
The deserter was talking about her.
Uh-huh.
he is correct. It was the Seraïs poet Lu Jiatun who, in the 50s of the last century, composed her.
I mean, it wasn't even him. It was why you don't even have to take credit for it. It was fucking Cindy. I just lit it up.
Don't encourage him, Trant.
Okay.
Or
Guilty
plain
as
stupid.
charged. I heard you lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true.
He exchanges a look with a special consultant.
And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Actually, I suspected something was off.
Maybe if you hadn't been so sarcastic, I would have realized I knew you.
I don't like being lied to.
Okay, I had that covered.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to butter you up after you told us to fuck off.
Alright, Kim's got his gun too. He's got some bullets.
No, just because you're depressed doesn't give you the right to be a dick to people.
I didn't lie to you. No one lies to you. You were so fucked up on booze you couldn't recognize your own partner.
That's not true. I have proof.
Yeah, I had a thought.
How's that thought doing? Still not done. You never told me you're not the horse-faced woman?
Lieutenant, my name is not Horse-Faced Woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends.
We're still friends. I just thought I have a stupid head. No?
I'm truly sorry, Officer Minot.
Patrol Officer Minot, glad to make your acquaintance. Let's put the past behind us.
Bygones be bygones. Fresh start.
Right, sir.
Her tone is suddenly very cold.
Lieutenant. Okay, you're my commanding officer. I really want to respect you. I want us to have a normal relationship.
Okay.
That will never happen, Jude. He's the rudest man on earth. He's the reason why the rest of us have to take sensitivity training. And I hate sensitivity training.
So Trent, how's your kid?
Yes, I'm Trant Heilestam. I never said I wasn't Trant Heilestam.
What's up with the kid?
Mikhail? Mikhail is my son.
So what was up with all the interesting history? You were spying on me?
No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez. It was a coincidence.
He didn't actually lie or do any spy shit
Nope.
at any point.
I guess not.
He just never said that he knew who I... Well, no, he did know Kim. But
Yes.
we never established
And
why.
we were like, how? Why do you know Kim?
And we never got a good answer.
Oh my god.
And the conversation just went, don't worry about it. These are not the fucking droids you're looking for. And then we kept moving.
Oh, this is so jokes. This is so...
Kept it fucking moving. Reggie? We got finessed.
Finesse and finesse.
We got finessed.
Him being there with his son, it was not a coincidence. It's difficult to see, but he was worried about you. And also interested in the Feld building.
What a nerd.
So what are you special consulting, huh?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on.
Group personality theory.
Okay. He's here to talk to the party? You want to talk to the crew? Because we got a whole crew in here.
Yo, including me, we're 25 strong.
Well, we didn't even bring the tie.
Yo.
This time. Damn.
Duped again.
And I can just go take a dip in the pail and catch another 15 if I needed. I'll bring another fucking 10.
I'll find René if I have to.
He's in there.
Somewhere.
Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk, and you won't be duped so easily.
Gardner, scab leader, this. Turn to the lieutenant. Tell me, at least you are who you said you were.
Yes, I'm still Kim Kisoragi.
Oh, thank
still
God.
a lieutenant from Precinct 57.
Still caught up in this crossfire, too.
You're still Kimball, right? Kimball wasn't a lie?
You mentioned a task force.
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Refresh my memory. Who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trant fucking Heidelstam, and Guillaume Bevy.
He stares at you.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Yeah, first, who's Guillaume Bevy?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left, because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Trant, because I'm forcing him to stay.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
Jean, with as little respect as possible, this entire conversation does not matter. And I feel like we are being walled with the most trivial possible fucking conversational boss fight you could throw after what we just went through.
I'm just hoping we use that bullet.
Holy shit, man.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde with sunglasses like you were?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G baby. It was going to be funny. But then you really did have brain damage. So, not so much anymore.
He sincerely thought it was going to be amusing for both of you.
Okay, so what does the unit do?
Do? It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We're shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
You know, we were told that we rolled into town with a team of killers.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't quite sound like that, but...
They're your posse, or what remains of it. Hand-picked, hand-lost.
Esprit de corps at 6.
The 41st isn't.
He trails off, not wishing to finish the sentence.
Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal. I got shot. Hard. Not soft.
God damn it, Harry.
He shifts his weight, crosses his arms, and looks you in the eye.
You better make this good.
You told us to fuck off. You said we are cramping your style. You're detective god. Fuck everything. All will burn. Detect or die.
Well, yeah, we did say that.
Wait,
Because IDS told us that we told him that.
so you let me face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson?
All will burn, Satellite Officer Vicmar. Make no mistake about it.
Why didn't you detect or die then?
Why would you leave a literal police god?
I said those things? I'm not like that anymore. No, really. You let me face down the death squad to prove a point.
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
Well, if you were doing your job, you would.
Why didn't you detect or die then?
Because Crazy Harry told him detect or die.
Like, why didn't you do your job or, like...
Oh, you think it was cool? You saying that? Aesthetic somehow? You were crying when we got here. Breaking things. You said we were going into the abyss. None of us wanted to see the abyss, so we fucked off. Like you told us to. God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. Here we go. Alcoholic delirium. Visions. Almost pain.
Smell my breath, fucker.
Minty. Fresh.
Double mid. None of this is ringing any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, pal, and so on.
Yeah, but I still made double your freighter, so...
Yeah, look at all this net worth.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Well, on the surface level, we had one hell of a bender.
Mm-hmm.
And on
Good
the
one.
and on the deepest level, we are become death, destroyer of worlds. Perhaps somewhere in between the two extremes we can find the balance.
Let's find the balance.
There's a fulcrum point somewhere in there.
Wait, socioeconomically, you think I'm so poor I lost my memory?
I drank so much I lost my memory, and now I'm slowly recovering it.
I made it all up. As I told Lieutenant Kitsuragi, I know what I am.
It might have something to do with an anomaly in the church, a 2mm hole in the world.
I am a highly experimental detective. This was a method I used to solve the case.
Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism.
Psychotraumatic amnesia? Drowned? I can go for that. Shit, kid is a broken man. Always has been. Who isn't? I know I am. But you know what?
What?
I keep my shit together. Also, I know a person can't wipe their own mind, however traumatic it gets. That doesn't happen. You're lying, or insane, or both.
You don't know shit, Jean.
Did we delete the thought? Damn it. Okay, moving on.
Detective McMahon, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mirror.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
Nice. Nice.
The two cases in your ledger, the unsolvable case and the new world mural. Those were recent.
Oh yeah,
Those
the two
cases
drunks.
were hard on you.
Well, the drunk and the exhibitionist.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
I mean, look, man, many of video games have an amnesiac protagonist. It's the easiest way to drop you into a world you don't understand and explain why you don't understand it. So what you trying to say?
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
He gestures towards the scenery. Let's listen to the man.
What if we're sane and the world is crazy? You know, like everything that's been happening every time we said a crazy thing. I'm still like the part where you happen. The moment you act like we're on planet Earth, this dude is a fucking nut. But then you put us where we are, and then none of that flies anymore. And literally every single angle we take, including that of the insane apocalyptic hobo cop, has its merits because it all comes out in the wash. The world bends backwards to make the shit I say and do make sense.
Truly a police god. Truly.
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
He nods confidently.
Okay, Trump, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a crétin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Jean, how many numbers you got? How many cases you got? Let's see your numbers.
Yeah.
Let's see that leaderboard.
Let's compare.
Leadership now.
I'm ready to lead again.
Line detective is good for now.
He's wrong. I'm too far gone for work.
Fuck all of you. I don't want to be in your unit. Damn. Damn. Convince me not to. Convince me not to.
Jump on the boat, flipping the bird.
Convince me not to. Make a good argument. Make a good fucking argument.
Oh, tame. Tame.
Reggie, back me off this ledge.
Click the damn button.
Fuck all you.
Fuck y'all.
I don't want to be in.
I
your
hate
unit.
you.
No, Harry. Fuck you. You already fucked us. I've already explained this shit to Price twice, to Berdiayeva 4 times. I'm your partner. I answer for you when you're not there.
When you clocked out, I became responsible for your cases and your special task force.
Oh, and could you not handle a modicum of what I take in on a regular basis for a fraction of a second? Was it too much for you? Did you get overwhelmed?
Now, nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to our motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Hold on, in the ocean?
It was stolen by Jacob Irv.
An incredibly handsome professional rider stole it and did a sick jump. I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk.
I thought the killer would be underwater. He wasn't.
Tequila Sunset. I also jumped the canal, by the way.
I don't know. I don't know what's it doing there.
Remember the name.
Ha ha ha. Ho ho ho. Tequila Sunset? Jump the canal. So funny, Harry. Thank you for fucking me. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of my payslip. You know that, right?
Bitch, you are
gotta get
2
fired.
seconds from
And
not
I'm gonna pay till I die.
You are 2 seconds from not even being able to see my face because of the light bending I'm about to do with this net worth. I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 cent? 45 Roy. Fuck off.
It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
Wait, my badge?
I got my badge right here.
I lost it. I haven't found it yet. Lie.
Oh, if you get this far and you don't actually have it yet, you might actually be in trouble, huh? What I do have is this futuristic armor. Yeah, I got my badge.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth
Oh
plastic.
my god, no.
And the badge slips out of your hand.
Another one of those.
Hand-eye coordination. Make it cool.
Help. Help.
We might need to spend.
Dude, we dropped so many things in the game.
We dropped a lot of
We
things.
dropped
in
the
game.
dice.
It was not cool.
Right down the drain. We dropped the flowers.
It was pretty brutal.
No chance.
I don't like that.
Can we... Oh my god. Please.
Oh, it's not even that good.
Catch the coin.
Reggie,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
just click it. Good job.
Jesus. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Not today, badge.
Somewhere across the canal, you hear a silang in the distance.
Cool. That's very cool.
Good job, officer.
Did I get the badge?
I got the badge, right?
Yeah.
You got it all right. You're showing it to him. Victorious. They're seeing the badge.
Behold my badge.
And your gun?
He asks, unimpressed by the piece of plastic in your hand.
Oh god, don't drop the gun and have it fire.
Oh
As
my
if
god.
having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements. What is it with all these material objects?
Right?
So now we see the end of the get your badge and gun back, and if you don't, we might be in trouble at this point of the game.
Here we go again. Lost gun. Trying to
Mr.
terrorize you.
Everard helped me find my gun. Gun.
Just
gun,
repeat.
Gun.
My
gun?
The gun is right here. Show him the 9mm.
Pointed at him.
Villiers.
I upgraded my gun to a rifle.
Oh, gun? Badge? Car? These are all things. Things don't matter. People do.
Yeah, exactly. But my gun is right here.
Phew, he has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I didn't lose my gun. I have my gun. Show him the gun.
So it doesn't even matter that I found my gun?
I quit drinking forever. It's only me in this boring hellhole now.
Yeah. I tried not to, but I can't work as well without it.
Fucking fight the truth, asshole.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
Because I got shot.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
No idea what you're smelling. I washed death off me.
Yeah, I handled an actual corpse.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a week. Sorry I smell bad.
None of this matters. My odor situation, it's meaningless compared to what I've discovered.
What you've discovered? You let the suspect escape, a certain Ruby, because you were too drunk to take her in. You went in drunk.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
She didn't know anything. It wasn't a big loss to the investigation.
We went in drunk? When the fuck did we go in drunk?
The first night, I guess? But Ruby did see us, right? And she was afraid?
Yes.
So I guess she saw us partying, maybe?
Pre-game show.
No?
If he's talking about the letting her get away from the Feld building, again, at what point does Kitsuragi's report imply that we were drunk? She didn't know anything. It was a big loss to the investigation. It wasn't a big loss.
You're right. I fucked up. We walked in blind and she got away. That's on me.
She caught us in a pale latitude compressor. You know how much that hurts?
I let her go. It was an act of mercy, lie.
That's a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about.
That doesn't matter. None of it does. We are looking at the oxygen holocaust times a quadrillion. I have come to know the final fate of the man and the universe.
She made a big, strong machine that fucked us up, dude.
Oh, well, if it made you boo-boo. I'm not even gonna get into the 80 other suspects you failed to arrest. Or the fact that you're Everard Claire's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Here comes the cavalry.
Horseface?
He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot and survived only because of his armor. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Yeah, what he said.
You think Kuno could have topped that? I also solved the case. It's solved. All of it.
Yeah, it was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you?
The firefight was a trivial matter compared to the greatest discovery of this century.
I'm just sorry.
Yeah, it was a massacre. Where were you?
Don't make this harder for yourself.
He says in a lowered voice.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He brushes a stray strand of hair out of his eye and coughs.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
You spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
Get fucked.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the apocalypse thing. At first I thought it was a joke, but it's not. He actually thinks the world is about to end, in a bloodletting or gloaming. We're about to become vapor, even.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the consequences of my own clicks.
Oh, we're reaping now. Are reaping.
It's odd, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a hustler. He grinds. He makes the real. He's a visionary and a money engineer, which is just...
The lieutenant pinches the root of his nose. He shakes his head.
Snake, put your controller on the floor. No, don't read my memory card. Damn it! Don't expose me.
Other still, he is also a Mazovian socio-economist who believes in liquidating the ruling class. How he reconciles these 2 points of view, I do not know. But he is vocal on both of them.
Walking contradiction. You know, it's what makes the beauty of us.
Who isn't a walking contradiction? Hippocrates, that's what they call me. Streets know.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective. One of the best I have seen, in fact.
I love you, Kim.
He can talk human beings into telling him everything.
Oh.
And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential.
Activate!
He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort.
Yes.
He really sang his heart out.
Yes. Yes.
Kim fucking K.
Yo.
Drop the mic.
Okay, you did something.
Yo, I'm so glad he went back to the karaoke. Yo, fuck you, Jean. I hate you. You're disgusting.
No soul.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a straggler who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
What? Anything else?
What?
A new species.
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as a reed. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
That's right.
He takes out the photo and shows it to the officers across the yard. Thick white snow falls all around you. Flakes stick to the glossy photo of the phasmid. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
The verbal beatdown has never been so airtight, so thorough, so absolutely all-encompassing from every possible angle. Byakugan style.
Perfect.
I
360 degree. Perfect.
there hasn't been a shutdown like this since KOTOR 2.
Oceana!
Boom shakalaka!
Oh, so
He's on fire!
So as you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective and an absolutely visionary entrepreneur.
This is what I've been trying to tell you about.
Say nothing.
Oh, is there power in silence, though? Is there power in silence, though?
You don't want to dunk on his head?
It's kind of like, it's a power move.
It's a power move. To say
It's a
nothing.
power move to just kind of hold it and
Let
let
your
it,
actions speak for themselves.
just let it roll, you know? It ain't bad. Boom shakalaka!
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
The man cranes his neck, still looking at the photo.
Detective,
He turns to you.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yes, I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
the old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
Oh, what? What was that? Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Nice, Jean. Nice input.
Squall? Huh? Chrono? Cloud?
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
His tired eyes follow the photo as the lieutenant puts it away.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Thanks, Rhetoric.
It's time. I also started a nightclub in the church.
Also, the phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest.
The killer, Lilianovich Duros. We have a strong motive for him.
The previous head of the Débardeurs Union was assassinated by our killer.
And I also fixed the strike situation.
There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
I also looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area.
I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad.
So what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back? Where do we start?
This is a big one.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Everhart and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
The lieutenant lowers his voice just a little.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
The consultant too has lowered his voice.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
I started a nightclub in the church.
What was that? It sounded like you set up a nightclub in the church.
Yeah, and reinvigorated the local nightlife.
I did some kids a solid, turned their lives around.
Yeah, and I discovered a hitherto unexplored anthroponetical phenomenon in there too. A 2mm hole in the world.
That's great. Entrepreneurship is a great new career for you. After police officer. I don't care. Go live in the Pale.
4 kids were living in a tent on the ice. They were going to drown when it melted. It's not optimal, but the building was abandoned, so he put them in there. It's okay.
It's not that okay. Get off this subject now.
Alright, let's move on.
The phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
He turns to you.
It had gathered items in the nest, a helmet, a scope, and a passport.
I think it reproduces by parthenogenesis.
It had mandibles that looked like hair. It was completely white on the inside.
Actually, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
I still think it was female.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
Yeah?
It reproduces by parthenogenesis.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
Observation.
Just a hunch?
It told me.
Then it wouldn't matter if it's male or female. The bower would just be rudimentary behavior from before the parthenogenetic mutation.
That makes sense. Yes.
Very interesting. Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the whole species. We're probably looking at conservation efforts here.
Had mandibles.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it,
He shakes his head.
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still. Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
The killer. Lilianovich Dross. We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
Or a revolutionary matronym?
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lilian, his Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
Interesting.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
thank you, Trout. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
It is. That's very interesting.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy.
He killed the mercenary hoping to start a war between the company and the Union.
He killed him in an act of rage, induced by the Phasmid semiochemicals.
Yeah. Yeah, we were literally told all three things. It's just which one do you want to go with? We established his behavior, observing her. He then spoke to Edvard's brother.
Edgar, yeah.
And then we found out about the Phasmid's influence over him. So we don't know what the fucking bottom line would be.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, 2 is the most grounded in reality. 1 has feelings in it, and 3 is like, really? Jean could chew out for 3.
I think this would be the one that would garner the most brownie points, but at the same time, this was what we were led on with the entire at the beginning of it. I'm going with I'm thinking 1 or 4.
Okay. Okay. So 4 would be like leaving it on the table,
4
not
is
saying
in
anything.
Hey, video game, you presented us with 3 versions of
options
the
that we're not
story,
down with.
and we don't have a conclusion
Yeah.
on all of them. You know?
No, detective. We have a motive.
He gestures for you to speak up.
Take the advice.
Okay.
Kim says, say something.
So you were leaning towards 1?
Yeah, I guess I was.
Yeah.
You disagree?
It's partly true.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years, 70 something?
Oh, he was active.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the Phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant.
Damn it, Kim, you're
Out of
so
our hands.
fucking good. Thank you. Thank you.
I would not have been able to do it alone. Thank you for being here.
Well, because okay, if you want to break the fourth wall on that one, the game says, pick one! And then Kim goes, it's actually a mixture of all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're not allowed to say
Thank
that
you.
because you suck. So pick one of these things to sound stupid and simplified. And then once you're done, we're
Yeah.
going to come in with a nuanced answer that reflects reality.
Absolutely.
But anyway.
Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that.
She's on our side.
She's convinced.
Way more.
It's more than that. A perfect folding mechanism, like the Phasmid.
It's way more than that. It'll win me Dora back. Oh,
Listen to the phasmid.
listen to the fast.
Listen to the phasmid. Listen to that imaginary creature that is not so imaginary.
Insulindian. Insulindian advice.
Yeah. It's my masterpiece. They'll teach this in cop school.
Did all I could. Every second was a struggle.
I'm still not completely satisfied with it. It could just be a little neater.
It's a perfect folding mechanism, like the fastbid.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there, like in your bones or something. It will pass in time.
I also fixed the strike situation.
How? It seems to be ongoing. I see red banners on the gates.
He didn't quite solve it. He cross-pollinated information between the company rep and Everhart, until the rep came to see that the Union desires war, at which point Mrs. Messier decided to...
He shrugs.
What? And cleared the terminal?
It was an accident.
I did it for the world revolution.
I just told some people some things. No big deal. Things are calmer now.
Capital W, capital R. Cue the Lavos music. I masterminded a solution to an unsolvable problem. Big flex.
Sounds like you got played, Harry. Because you were off your tits on Al Ghul.
Maybe.
How did you know about Al Ghul?
It doesn't matter how I know about Al Ghul. What matters is, you're Everard Claire's peony now. Just as I said. He's a mob boss, did you know? Is that why you want us to investigate the assassination of the previous Union head thing? To get off Everard's hook?
No, it's nothing like that. He was reckless with information, but ethical. We don't owe anyone anything. This allowed us to stabilize things in Martinez.
Set the fucking record straight.
God, calm down, Jean.
Right?
Silence. Good. The man doesn't know what to say.
Good.
Hold that silence. We got another couple points to make. There was a dead man on the boardwalk. He was missing and we found him.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in the boardwalk. Drunk.
You knew I found him.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
Oh.
I took care of family stuff too. I did a really good job.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, detective.
Thank you,
It's
Officer
still a
Minot.
point for you. No denying it.
Mystery of the Doomed commercial area? Probably a no-go. Probably a bad one. Confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad. And then we have to tell them what happened to the drugs, though. That doesn't end nicely. I think these last two are a little bit of a trap. Let's bring up the Doomed commercial area.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is.
Udasengi's land, 10. Commercial building where all the businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it.
The curse turned out to be possibly anthroponetical, part of our larger investigation into Martinez itself.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Yes. And by getting the child inside of the shop, she didn't get shot. Right?
We saved the child.
Dodged the bullet.
We saved the
For a
child.
moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
We're gonna have to tell them what we did with Kuno's drugs.
I mean,
We're gonna have to tell them what we did with Kuno's drugs. They're gonna ask us what happened to the drugs.
I don't know.
I confiscated some drugs.
Who's Kuno?
You don't want to know.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't. You snorted the drugs. I know you did. It's all right. I mean, at this point, anything is but the drink.
Oh, you mean the drugs right here in my fucking pocket that I can show you that I confiscated? Whatever. You're on your fucking last legs. You've been, like, utterly destroyed from 8 different directions. Technically 7, but that's not the point. Who's counting? Don't stop a good gish gallop when it gets going. We fucking hit it up. This entire game has been nothing but a monumental success. So what the fuck do you have to say?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
He shrugs.
So I have to. Jude?
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
A quick nod.
You haven't been drinking, she thinks. So, maybe this time.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
You know how I was saying earlier that the game really makes it feel like it wants you to drink and take drugs? And I was like, I'm probably missing out on a mechanic here.
Yeah.
And I realized that it's gonna fuck with my rolls and the stats because clearly everyone is saying, dude, just take the drugs though. And I'm like, nah, I'ma just ride it out.
Yes, Wooly.
How beautiful is the view from this high ground, Reggie?
Wooly, you can gloat all you want.
You see this sunset?
This is clean. Tequila sunrise.
How beautiful is the sunset from this tower that we've built, made of ivory?
Beautiful. Beautiful. You know what? As a DJ in real life, I would have done all the drugs.
What a view.
All the bottles. I
What?
would have seen the light.
You know?
But here we are, clean as a whistle. Positive force in the world. Thank you, Wooly.
We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go. About who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Why am I like this?
Okay. Am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
Precinct 41. What kind of station is it?
The Phasmid. I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi. What'll you do now?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
I'm a what?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but
Before?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
That does explain a lot.
No way. I was Revelator, learned in the ancient art.
An entrepreneur gym teacher?
no, a regular one.
That does explain a lot.
Good morning, Mr. Dubois.
Dude, you couldn't even lift these barbells.
All right, kids, go run your laps. Mr. Dubois, what's that smell? Run your fucking laps.
You haven't told us about that.
Gym
You
teacher
just told
from
us about
home
being a gym
movies and
teacher.
shit.
Oh, yeah, Mr. McGurk. Mr. McGurk.
Oh, man.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
My girth?
By the way, you know he's just Archer, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know John H. Benjamin.
Yeah,
He's great.
yeah, okay, all right. Just in case you didn't catch that. Hey, kids. The collection of fallen sportswear I've amassed.
Your love of retro-style dance music. How you're able to perform a 360-degree spin kick.
Oh my God! Contact Mike.
Yeah!
Of course. Contact Mike.
Someone out there is reeling from the revelation that the coach was Archer. by
Oh,
the
yeah?
way. We got you. We see you. Someone out there is blown that they never fucking put a 2 and 2 together
Archer.
on that.
Bob.
Yeah.
Bosberger. He has a van.
He's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy.
Contact Mike is a reprise of the most inspiring basic sporting principle. of open competition. A 5,001 rank outsider.
When was
5,000 to 1, excuse me.
When was this? When was I a gym teacher?
You said in Courant? I was a gym teacher there?
Why did I join the RCM then?
In your 20s or late 20s, you've really let yourself go since then.
He looks you over.
Yes, you taught gym in Courant. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue, the worn floorboards.
Mr. Dubois, I forgot my gym clothes. I don't know, fucking...
Courant is just east of Jarrow. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
High school. Harry, your goings on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
His smirk suggests barely contained laughter.
You know what? He got Kimball. We got gym teacher.
Equal? Fair?
Fair.
Oh my god.
We take those traits. How unremarkable our super disco cop. Those fucking blowing whistles. He's sitting on thumbtacks.
Oh, you don't say. Does he also vault an impassable gulf of finance and privilege?
You forgot your goddamn clothes again. See, the problem is, you don't know nothing about Contact Mike. Now you sit here next to me while I lecture you for the entire period about Contact Mike while everyone else gets to play volleyball.
Hold on, let me get the TV and the VCR. Put on a tape of Contact Mike versus Vicious Vincent.
It is getting cold out.
Vincent was a goddamn gift.
Hey, hey, that's not okay on high school grounds.
Okay, never mind.
That. Come on now. Why did I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Okay, but here's the deal. You're a gym teacher. You switch careers. You become a police officer. You solve 300 cases. You're no longer a gym teacher.
Yeah, that's fair.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Some
Was
chick.
She called Dora Dubois?
Dubois. It was Dora Ingerlund, I think. You've said her name. But you weren't married. You were engaged.
It never happened. We weren't even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago? She was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6 years?
Okay. 6 years is not that much.
It could have been 6. 3. Let's go with 3.
No, it was 6. Like ancient. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Ingerlund really tore you a new one. A big one.
All right. Line read.
Yeah. Who is she?
Incredibly bangable.
Huh?
She was
Excuse me?
extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin.
Jesus Christ, fuck you.
Heartbreak Welkin. pain, Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is going down. It's time to go on.
She turns to face the sea.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing.
Oh, you know that if you guys ever met at like a Christmas party, he'd take a fucking shot
Yeah.
right behind your back as soon as you went to go get some refills or took a trip to the bathroom. This fucking salty fuck would take a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, Jean looks like the kind of guy who would do that.
And he'd get shut the fuck down, and then he'd try to play it off, and then everyone would just awkwardly not mention it.
Do you remember in Die Hard 1, there's John McClane's wife, and then there's this really douchey coworker that she has, who goes to and then he goes to negotiate with Hans Gruber, the bad guy, and he gets the business. He deserves it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And he's like pretending like he knows everything. He's like, yeah, let me talk with the guys. Don't worry, I'll fix everything. What a scumbag. Vicmar. Horrible.
Hey guys, can you stay a bit behind today? We got a little more, we got some soak tests. Just do some database, you know?
My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
All right then.
Am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
No,
No, because because a suspect seems to think that.
you're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
Fuck you, you whore.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately backpedal out of it. I told you it's not that bad.
Okay, so we closed that entire chapter off.
Excellent.
But why even open it to begin with? Why did
Yeah.
Ruby think that? And why did the dude... I mean, the guy on the other end of the line was kind of like, hey, there's a lot of corrupt cops. Could be.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know what you do.
But what the fuck, Ruby? Why you gotta fuck us up like that?
Precinct 41. What kind of station is it?
Fucking pump faking on the last play of the game.
Us? We're the bloody murder station. Haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station, and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
He tilts his head northward.
Have a dick measuring contest.
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torsen and McLean.
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
Damn, I thought it was gonna be John McLean for a second.
Almost.
Instead, it's Chester.
He's alright.
Fuck Chester.
He got nice hair. He's kind of a dick, but, you know.
They are damn iconic though, Torsen and McLean.
Yeah? What about Tango and Cash?
How old are you? Jesus Christ.
You got that? You remember Tango and Cash?
Damn.
You remember Tango and Cash?
Unfortunately, yes. I know, and it's a movie that I did not pay attention to. But I know. I'm like, why are you doing this to us? You're dragging me down.
You Tango. Just solve the case. Reset the fucking clock on the Tango and Cash references, y'all.
Now that you put that out there, they're gonna make a Disney reboot with it. God damn it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We're garbage.
Actually, you didn't have to be around for Tango and Cash. Even though we were, you possibly could have caught it in the Tenacious D song. Couldn't split up Tango and Cash.
No,
Yeah,
that doesn't miss for me.
and there's a Tenacious D lick.
Okay. I should listen to more TND. TD,
And the
rather.
C wing is
God. There are four wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
I thought you said cock punchers.
There's also a lot of outside help involved. Not only me, other losers too.
No, he did not say clock carousel.
every time we arrest a suspect and we take him in for interrogation, these motherfuckers go straight for the dick.
I don't get it.
He's anything but a loser, although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
Twist his dick.
All right. We got good cop, bad cop, and cock puncher.
That's a separate division. That's different category.
And prices.
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office.
Silent, huh?
They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Wow, the captain is trying.
Yeah, okay, that is the name of an ancient Egyptian mathematician.
Ptolemy?
Yeah. Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
What happened? Why'd we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
You know, everyone's on my side, and I basically feel like we're turning the tables around on you. Mm-hmm. And we're about to get to the bottom of why the fuck you still are on this force.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast.
Fine.
Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
So I work in the bloody murder station.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in River Shoal. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
Cool. The Phasmid. I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. Remember?
We got an address. A cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this Phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
She looks at Vicmar.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
She is going to be over the moon.
Their relationship is real.
Somehow.
Watch out or she'll faint.
It will be nice. Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
I wonder if we said we'd call him Kim. That this would turn into Kim.
Yeah, it's true.
I bet you it would. I bet you it does. I bet you this line is a reflection of what we picked earlier.
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
I mean, dude, at this point, just write a book.
Yeah, I'd buy it. Maybe
Detective,
Plaisance will sell it.
We just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
Pulls up his collar and looks around, the cold spring light reflected in the lenses of his glasses.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind. It says, tensions rise in Terminal YC in light of the débardeurs strike in Terminal B among representatives of every industry in Coal City. Read.
Yeah, see, the problem with that, though, Kim, is you're going back to a desk that has to answer to one side of the war. The wrong side.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
The lieutenant turns very serious all of a sudden.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
She says with a smile.
I do like the sound of that.
He returns her smile.
He's really considering it.
Hey! Looks like we'll work on that Kinema after all.
Yeah, super down.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Good.
She looks at you, then Vicmar.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
A man points down the
Under
street.
evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see, from Main Street to Precinct 41 atop the motorway, to Boogie Street forking into the dark horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price points his pen at the doctor. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does, he'll side with Revachol. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Who the fuck else but Harry Dubois? Hey. Put my dumb helmet on.
Yo, Jean wishes he looked like you.
Granny's gone. Okay, I thought it was a handshake for a second. But I am shot. It's true.
Thanks for the help. What a week.
Hey. I got a whole lot of drugs in my pocket to put in the evidence locker. A whole lot.
Party time. Oh my god, what an adventure. Dude, we went through it and no regrets.
Reggie, that was 8.5 hours.
That was a long session.
How you doing?
I'm glad that people told us we were done in 2-3 hours. Fucking great. Oh man. Dude, what an adventure.
You know what's interesting too? I noticed, and it's worth pointing out that there were so many opportunities, or rather, there were so many moments where it felt like there was a lot of fear about like stuff that would be missed or stuff that wouldn't happen. And while admittedly there's definitely a lot of optional shit that we didn't see that we went our way with, it feels as if there's stuff where it's like, no, we're not going to let you miss out on this, don't worry, you know? Or at the very least, like, it played out in such a way where, like, even when we fucked up, it still worked out, you know?
Still gave us some meat.
So a lot of those moments of panic were actually still caught by a safety net.
Dude,
You definitely
just
can't get
want
everything,
to jump
right?
back into it.
Instantly. Instantly.
Like right away. If I was at home alone, I'd be like, let's do it again.
No, I mean, it doesn't take hyperbole. It's not a qualifying statement. It's just a sheer fact that this is the best written game I've ever played. And that nothing even remotely holds a candle in my experience.
I can't think of anything else either.
There's nothing that comes this close. And even the things that do have incredible moments, like the narration builds something that the assets did not.
And it's
a book.
consistent, it is constant,
It is a book.
it's sustained, and it's captivating the whole way. Just, I can't think of anything else that does it like that.
Unbelievable.
Like I was saying earlier, I was like, yo, 13 Sentinels was great. This is, you can't compare anything to Disco Elysium.
Unbelievable.
It's really great. Oh my god.
And again, like, just we're standing on a dock and this old lady is just talking to us for 25 minutes. And by the end of the conversation, like, a fucking, like, mural has been painted in your head about where she came from and
Who
like
she is.
and what happened and what the state of the world is. And then you go on having these conversations with people and they all continue to do the exact same thing. Like, each person that you met and talked to was so super thoroughly fleshed out. Except for your don't call Abigails and whatnot. But the people who you're meant to have a conversation with were all incredible, man.
Heck, maybe if we took the psychoactive route and electrochem,
knows?
Abigail would have been our best buddy.
Who knows?
You know?
You know?
So many possibilities.
But I mean, like, they really just, like, they introduce themselves, you see what their layer is, and then there's always more going on. There's always more to delve into. A lot of games that give you choices as well. After playing Telltale games and after playing David Cage games and after playing Life is Strange and stuff like that, there's a lot of games that give you the illusion of choice. And even this game sometimes does it. But a lot of the time, it
Pick
really...
one of these things.
Or fuck off. And then later on, we're going to remember what you said, for sure. And not to say that this is the only one that does it, but it comes back around so often. That's the thing. All the games do this, and all the games have points where it comes back around. But this one, it came back around the most frequently.
Yeah.
And like, you actually reap what the fuck you sow.
Oh,
The
you
consequence
thought
of
you
your
forgot?
act. And like, hearing about the glimpses of just the entirely drastic ways this could end. The completely different circumstances that you can go through. Like, yeah, I've never felt more compelled to immediately just start again and see what the other branches hold.
Just amazing the whole way.
This is the best. It's fucking unbelievable. You know?
Oh man, we went through so many things.
I can't. I've said it, and I'll say it again. I can't like state how much of a tragedy it would have been if the director's cut never came out.
Yeah.
You know,
I think this is an excellent thing that happened.
because that first hour, man, I'm like, this is unbelievable, but can't be done. And
If you have to read everything, yeah.
to just have to sit there and tell people, go play Disco Elysium, it's really good. Sorry, we can't play it, but that would, you know what I mean? Like, thank fucking God this happened.
You have to go play it, people. Like, if it's not obvious enough,
Yeah, I mean, that
Like-
it goes super without saying. You could just see it.
hey, you could actually go through this list and remember everything that happened.
Oh,
I thought maybe we could do the exercise of remembering a bit what happened.
good call.
It's a good idea, huh?
Episode 1. Writing so good. Actually, episode 1 is technically the character creator
Yeah.
only. Episode 0. Writing so good, we're reading all of it. Ancient reptilian brain. Meet
That
Kim K.
voice.
Hobocop. Something something carousel. Meet Kuno.
What? Carousel?
That kind of detective. Welcome to Revachol. Your body betrays your
Degeneracy.
crack baby royalty. Fascist, communist, fuck off. Can you eat honor? Meet Joyce Messier, the hanged man.
What a character.
You're black.
Oh.
These shoes are ultra liberal. Cindy the Skull. Set me free. Welcome to reality, baby. The Pale? Late night balcony debriefing. A new type of hangover.
Oh, yeah.
The Last Glomp. I am the Void Revenant. The most ambitious RPG. Blackface Crisis. Neha the Dice Maker. The Cool. Revacholian Core Values. The Visual Calculus Moment. What happens when you let them speak. Disco Inferno. Meet Easy Leo. Fat Evo.
Oh, Leo.
Mañana R. Kreutz. It's not Kuno. The Autopsy. Deady Dead Dead Dead. Borrowed Valor. Le fucking Price Stabilité.
Oh, you can't forget about the stability.
Blue Shivers. Every viewer a member of the board. Deranged cop kills himself.
Oh, no.
Boots. Yay or nay? Destroy the sanctity of marriage.
We're good with Judith now.
Mr. Uno de Reuter. Classia, Miss Oranje, Disco
Oh,
Dancer.
I feel bad about that.
Compromised. Doorgunner Megamix. The Car. Tequila Sunset.
Sunset.
Idiot Doom Spiral. Cop Off. Press your damn cheek against Lammy. She has a sword. The Shivering. Calling. 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 Still calling. Ice Cop Hat Sex Show. EDM Drug Tent. Is it really hardcore? Babushka MVP. The child wants his speed. For Revachol. Run the Jackets. Imperialism, the board game.
Oh, Kim bodied us and you loved it.
Don't Reagan the Hood. Light bending with sheer net worth. The Pale Driver. Vision Quest Plus
Right.
Ultra Liberal. Average net worth enjoyer. The armor stays on.
Oh,
On some white collar shit. Volition. The right to remain. One pen stroke to Nibelheim. Just a walk. Best walk.
best walk.
The greatest innocence. Our lucky racist. Cuck fascist, get buffs. Break the parent, save the child. Kimball. Welcome to the Westboro Costco YMCA. Handshake, GG, no re. Snazzy uniform. Content warning. For real.
For reals.
Kuno knows. The Church of the Mother of Silence. Afterlife, death.
After death, life again. Dude,
What a ride.
what an adventure this was.
What a ride.
Yo. Personally,
Kuno knows, but he doesn't fucking care.
what are you trying to trap? The insulin phasmid. Huh. This kid, man. This kid. What? He will live rent free in my head.
Oh, that's an all-timer. That's a goat. Yeah, no, that's an MVP.
So
man.
many cool characters. Like, personally, Classier for me was a super interesting character.
Well, clearly there was more to her that we could have seen.
yeah.
Clearly there's an alternate route to take. You know? We just had her exit the video game. But there's more.
Classier, Kuno, even IDS. What a clown. Tequila Sunset.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a
No, this is incredible. And I mean,
Volition.
and again, like you can read this, but this is done best justice as its medium, as a game. You know? This is done best justice in the form that we are seeing it. And if we take a look at this scene right now, we can see a church. We can see a large body of water.
Mm-hmm.
We can see Jamrock into the distance. We can see the large airships that we're not supposed to think about. And then a weird,
The terminal.
multicolored horizon of God knows what.
Harry's gonna be okay, right?
I mean,
I think you left us with a wonderful version of Harry.
I love the character we created.
I love him.
He's amazing. Whatever you can turn him into, whatever you can fucking get, this is a really great version of him. Holy fucking shit. The angle we're looking at is the sniper's
From the island.
POV. It's the view from the
Details, my friend. Nothing left behind.
Masterpiece.
Yep, that's
Masterpiece.
You know, like I'll just take my 10 on 10.
This is what you're. This is the whole. This is it.
Take my 10 on 10. You can have it. Disco Elysium.
There's Joyce's Harbor. There's the apartments. There's the whirling. There's the blockade. There's the village.
It's all there. It's all there. Time to travel into the Pale.
Yeah.
Remember all these memories.
Reggie, I feel like this channel is spoiling you because there's a lot of games you haven't played, and guess what? It's fucking downhill from here.
Oh man. No.